Hi, I'm Gail and welcome back to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com. Today we're going to make a low-carb strawberry rhubarb crisp. And it's definitely low-carb, and I know this is the season to get the fresh rhubarb. So let's get it all together, cut some up, put in the freezer, and then start making some of this low-carb rhubarb strawberry crisp. So the first thing I did was I took a 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 Pyrex dish that goes in the oven, and I've just buttered it, so I have butter on it. So I'm just going to set that aside, and then I have a cup of strawberries, fresh strawberries. You can use frozen, but I've used fresh, and I've just squished them down. And then I have 2 cups of fresh rhubarb. That can be frozen also, but because a friend of mine has a garden and he has lots of rhubarb, he said that I could come and get as much as I'd like. So I'm going to freeze a whole bunch and probably make a lot of this dessert. So the next thing we're going to do is just kind of mix this up a little bit with the strawberries and the rhubarb. And then I have a 1/2 cup of xylitol. And what I do with my xylitol, when I buy my container, I take it, I empty it, and I put it through my Ninja food processor, and I make it into a powder so that it's just easier to work with, I find. So we're just going to mix this up. And you need that extra sugar in there because rhubarb is quite sour. And strawberries are really nice this time of year too. It's July. So I also have pure gar gum, and it is a thickener. So what I've done is I use my little shaker here, and I just want to thicken up my strawberry and rhubarb just a little bit. So I've just sprinkled some in, and it doesn't even actually, gar gum doesn't even have to be heated to thicken up. It's really nice stuff, but you have to be careful as to how much you put in. So now, since I've got this all mixed up, I'm going to take and bring my Pyrex dish over, and then I'm going to put in my filling for my crisp. The strawberry smells so good. There we go. So I'm just going to set this aside, and we're going to make the crumbs for the top. So for my crumbs, I need a 1.5 cups of almond meal, which I have taken fresh almonds and put it in my Ninja and made it into a flour. And then I'm going to take 3 tablespoons of xylitol, which I made into a powder. Now I'm going to be using my hands because I just find it mixes so much easier with my hands compared to playing around with this spatula or any other kind of utensil. So I have a 1/4 cup of soft butter that I'm going to blend in here. And I'm just going to mix it up. So I've got it all mixed up. I'm going to bring over my dish again with the rhubarb and strawberries in it. And I am going to put this on top. This is absolutely a delicious low-carb strawberry rhubarb crisp. Now once I get it organized, we're going to put it in the oven between 30 and 40 minutes. It just depends on your oven, at 375. So you just move it around a bit, make it even. 375, 30 to 40 minutes, it just depends, so we'll keep an eye on it. Now this is one of my favorite desserts of all times. I even had a hard time just leaving it in the dish till I was ready to tape it. My husband and I, we kind of got into it already. It's absolutely delicious. So here's our delicious dessert. You need to go to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com to find this recipe and other recipes. I've already been into it. It's just very, very good. Easy to make. Hopefully you can get some rhubarb from your neighbors or if you've got some in your garden. Anyway, you take care and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.